Good evening. For the last 2.5 hours, our audience has been wondering just how we got on Radio 4. See if you can work it out, using the power of music.
I drive a Saab.
I've joined a gym.
Jerusalem is our favourite hymn.
And I've bought a timeshare in Tuscany, a pedigree dog, and a wheel of brie.
The signs are there.
It's all too clear.
Can you work out why we're here?
We're middle class. We're middle class. Prepare yourself for the Consultants stereophonic cheat sheet.
Episode 94.
Please concentrate.
Gentlemen, I'm glad you could make it.
Not a problem.
Now, we've got a potential man management disaster on our hands.
Well, just give us the bare bone of the situation.
Will do. One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog, Woof, went to mow a meadow.
Ah, a dog.
No, the dog's not the issue. Listen on. Two men went to mow a meadow. Two men, one man and his dog, Woof, went to mow a meadow.
So what's the problem?
But one man's already been there and mown it. But those two men are just wasting their time, do you see?
Sweet cripes!
Oh, it gets worse. Three men went to mow a meadow. Three men, two men, one man and his dog, Woof, went to mow a meadow.
Now there are 6 men in that meadow just wasting their time.
Well, let 6 mowers go. We can lose 6 men.
You ain't heard the halves of it. Four men went to mow a meadow. Four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog, Woof, went to mow a meadow.
Tempers in the meadow must be running high.
Yes, the original mower's been accused of stealing work from his co-workers. What can I do, he says. I'm one man. I went to mow a meadow. I was doing my job, but then...
Don't tell me.
5 men went to mow a meadow. 5 men, 4 men, 3 men, 2 men, one man and his do the maths.
That's 15 mowers.
The situation is ugly, and it gets uglier still.
Let me guess. 6 men went to mow.
Yes. Another 6 men went in to mow.
Ouch.
Oh, the waste of manpower. All those mowers just loafing there doing nothing.
Nout.
Nix.
Naught.
Nothingwe.
Nildo.
Nilchard.
Nempty.
Knackers. This is a disaster.
Oh, don't burn the babies yet, Lord Pessimo. We can find a way out of this. I want suggestions and I want them now.
Why don't we just shut the gate to the meadow?
Oh, and get a build-up of mowers in the road? I don't think so.
What about sending in our bear troop disguised as mowers to maul them all to death?
Yeah, it wouldn't work. I had to declaw the bears. They were beginning to scratch the parquet flooring during the dancing feasts.
And besides, that dog would eat them for breakfast.
What, one dog against our bear troop? Get real.
Yeah, one dog who's been tossed crusts by 28 mowers. He'll be huge by now.
Gents, all these ideas are fantastic, but none of them are any good.
We got to know what's going on down there.
Yes. Put me through to Pat in the meadow. Pat, it's Chesney. What's the beef?
What did he say?
8 men went to mow a meadow. 8 men, 7 men, 6 men, 5 men, 4 men, 3 men, 2 men, 1 man and his dog, Woof, went to mow a meadow.
Chunks!
That meadow's cacked.
Oh, Pat said it's more like a ploughed field now those mowers have trampled all over it with their voodoo dancing.
And what use is a ploughed field to us?
We can't let it lie fallow.
Why don't we grow some other crop, like books?
Or snooker.
No. No, it would have to be a root crop. Well, maybe potatoes.
How many potatoes could you grow in a field like that?
1 potato.
2 potato.
3 potato.
4.
5 potato.
6 potato.
7 potato. More. I'll creep between the sheets while you sweat and snore in bed. I'll put shampoo in your mouth, punch you in the head. I'll steal all your money, apart from 20p, a cigarette burn on your jumper and a strange bruise on your knee. I am the hangover fairy, you'll know that I've been. It's your fault I'm here, you invited me in. You could have stayed sober, you could have kept me away, but you didn't, so I'm here to wreck your day. I'll hide your door keys and I'll throw away 1 shoe. I'll pump you full of laxatives, so all you do is rue the very day that you were born and the day you learn to boo. blues. I'll give you shame and paranoia it'll take all day to lose. And if you were very drunk, I'll leave a special treat. A belching, snoring, farting stranger in between your sheets. And she'll turn to you with monkey's breath, and you won't know her name, but she'll say, "Hello, darling. Let's make love again." I am the hangover fairy. You all know who I am. I turn your bones to butter and I turn your brains to jam. Dream, my little beauties, as the drink runs through your veins. Sleep softly, I have trodden on your dreams. Well, Bernard, I've been seeing Sarah for almost 4 years now, and as you know, we've become very close. So I have something to ask you. Sorry, would you like some milk with your cereal?
Yes, it is a bit dry, but I'm nearly done.
I'd like to ask your permission for Sarah's hand in marriage.
Are you sure?
Yes, she's my world.
Well, what if you went bankrupt and you were both penniless? Would you still love her then?
Of course I would.
What if you couldn't have children?
Well, that would be very hard, but we'd still be together. That's what counts.
What if her knockers fell off?
What?
What if her knockers fell off?
I'd still love her.
What if she had bells instead of legs?
She hasn't.
Well, let's say one morning she woke up and her legs had turned into big church bells. Would you still love her then?
But that's ridiculous. That's not going to happen.
Happened to my aunt. What if rats lived in her ears?
Rats?
What if steam came out of her eyes? Would you still love her with steam coming out of her eyes?
What?
And what if the rats that lived in her ears bathed in the steam that came out of her eyes? Would you still love her then?
Yes!
Well, what if she had a broken tongue, so the only word she could pronounce clearly was beef?
Yes, I would still love her. I would love Sarah if her knockers fell off, she had bells for legs, rats living in her ears that bathed in the steam that came out of her eyes, and she could only say beef. Yes, I would love her.
Well, that's a relief. Come in, Sarah.
Oh. Hello, Sarah. Beef!
Land ahoy! Ah, and what country can this be? Uncharted, unknown. We're the first ship ever to come to these shores. I claim it for His Majesty, and as captain of this vessel, I shall name this newfound land Newfoundland.
That's already been done, sir.
Has it? Right. Well, it's a lush and green land. Let us call it Greenland.
And that's gone as well, sir.
Right. Well, it's very nice. What about nice land?
Bit close to Iceland, really, sir. Where my mum's gone.
All right, then. Well, I shall name it after myself. I, Captain Cook, name this land...
You've already done the Cook Islands.
Oh, yes. Oh, what's your name, bosun?
Scott.
Then I shall call this country Scotland. Surname?
Australia.
Bugger. Any brothers?
No, I do have a sister, though.
Excellent, she'll do.
She's called Georgia.
Damn.
She's got 2 kids, mind.
Names?
Jordan and Chad.
What do you care most about?
My career.
How did you used to travel to school?
I ran.
Favourite part of the body?
Nepal.
Shall we go home?
Yes.
Anchors away!
Thank you. Well, hello, everyone. It looks very much as if I'll have to stand in for Robert, the official best man. He obviously had a rather nasty fall down the church steps there. I managed to get his speech off him before the paramedics cut his trousers away, so I thought that perhaps the best thing to do would be to read it in his absence. It's a bit of a scribble, so bear with me if I'm not quite as polished as Robert would have been. Anyway, I first met Peter in 1980 when he was ruining a child called Cedric. Oh, sorry, running a childcare centre, and he asked me if I could help him organise a charity. Balls, I said. Oh, sorry, organise a charity ball. Yes, I said I would be diseased, so delighted, and we became farmhands. Oh, firm friends, yes. Peter's mostly bent. Peter's musical bent, yes, began when he was the Lone Ranger. No, sorry, a teenager, and he spanked many a whore. Oh, spent many an hour jammed in a bear. Oh, jamming in bars in his hometown of Scunthorpe, close one now. Peter first met Wendy when he was worrying a sheep. No, working as a chef, apologies. Even then, he was a hit with the ladies, as he was known for his crappy breath. Snappy dress sense, yeah. He is very attracted to Italian men. Oh, it goes over the... I'm sorry. Italian menswear, I see, yeah. And it is this style sense that earned him the nickname of Brown Bummer. Oh, Beau Brummel, sorry. And unfortunately, he was too nervous to make the first move with Wendy, and indeed he had a river full of erections. A rival for his affections, sorry. And he almost came over his bellows. No, it always came to blows. I'm sorry. Oh yes, I'll just cut to the end. I think well, as a breast fan, the best man, I washed them many hippie years together. Let us raise our asses to the happy nipple. Peter and Window, the bride and spoon. Cheers.
Hi there, and welcome to the Dial-A-Tune premium rate pop service. To hear U2, press 1. To hear the 3 Degrees, press 2. To hear the Four Tops, press 3. To hear 5, press 4. To hear S Club 7, press 6. To hear the Fab 4, press 717. For 5-star, press the Funboy 3. And for international bedtime, press hash.
Well, the good Lord puts the brakes on and this spinning globe slows down. Jesus turns the lights out as he hears the yawning sound. All around the planet, the world is bleary-eyed. It's up the hill to Bedfordshire, it's time to say good night.
It's good night from the Englishman.
Buonanotte from Milan.
Buenas noches, yawned the Spanish.
Guten Nacht, says our friend Hans.
Spokojno noci, waved the Russians.
Bonne nuit, say Senegal.
Kalinichte comes from Athens. Uncle Sam says,
Good night, y'all.
Oh, the global Sandman flings his sleepy dust in every eye. As eyelids close, the snoring grows from Rome to Paraguay. Sweet dreams to all where'er they are. We've one thing left unsaid. Good night, God bless, leave quietly now, for the world has gone to bed.
The Consultants was written and performed by The Consultants. The Consultants are Neil Edmond, Justin Edwards and James Rawlings. Music and noises were by George Cockrell and Jerry Peel. The producer was Will Saunders.